Hi folks, Steven here, and welcome into TK Power Sports. Kawasaki has just announced a recall on the Teryx H2 model, and this is really just another update in sort of an ongoing recall situation. So right now, let me tell you what the problem is, how long it's been going on, and then what the fix is going to be. Make sure you stay tuned. We'll get to the new recall announcement in just a moment, but first, let's rewind a little bit to February of 2026 when Kawasaki announced kind of a quiet recall. They sent a bulletin to all of their dealers and told them that not only is the Kawasaki Teryx H2 going to be recalled, but also the dealerships had to stop selling them and the owners had to stop driving them. Yes, they told owners they had to park those side-by-sides because there could be a part inside the CVT that explodes. The letter from Kawasaki says, affected vehicles may experience CVT drive converter sheave breakage in certain circumstances, resulting in metal fragments being discharged within the rear-mounted engine compartment and surrounding area. Essentially, the CVT can explode on these units. But back then in February, Kawasaki said, this is the problem. You have to stop selling them and stop driving them. But no, we don't have a fix for that issue yet. And that has just changed. As of today, June 11th, 2026, there is now an official recall from Kawasaki that covers this problem. So the new recall says that the hazard is a drive converter sheave that can break in certain circumstances, resulting in metal fragments being discharged within the engine compartment. The remedy, according to Kawasaki, a technician will replace the movable clutch sheave assembly, install a clutch cover guard, and reprogram the engine control unit on the vehicle. And I want you to pay close attention to that last thing. They're going to reprogram the ECU. Now, I have no confirmation of this. My fear is that they're going to down tune it a little bit so that it's not putting quite as much power out into the CVT. Hopefully all they're going to do is maybe change up the throttle mapping a little bit, but I'll be very curious to hear, once owners have this recall done, how that ECU mapping is going to affect the H2. Because the other parts of the fix, just giving it a new sheave and then putting in a cover guard, they make total sense. So the hardware is changing, but there's also going to be a software fix, and I am curious about that. And just in case you didn't know, the Kawasaki Teryx 4 and Teryx 5 H2 is a brand new supercharged sport side-by-side from Kawasaki. We do have a review on it here on the channel if you want to check that thing out. It makes 250 horsepower, so yes, they did put some massive power in here. Kawasaki goes on to say that about 3,585 units are affected. The recall involves model year 2026 Teryx 4H2 and Teryx 5H2 models with the following model numbers: KRT 1000D, KRT 1000F, and KRT 1000G. Kawi says that each unit has a unique VIN located on the right rear of the main frame, underneath the rear fender, and above the rear wheel. That will tell you if your unit is affected. You can take that VIN, plug it into Kawasaki's website, and it will let you know. So how big of a problem is this? Well, clearly if Kawasaki told owners to stop driving their units, they were concerned with every single one. Although Kawi does say they have received 19 reports of drive converter sheave breakage, none of which resulted in injuries. So 19 breakages out of roughly 3,585 recalled models. Finally, Kawasaki says that the affected units were sold between July 2025 and January 2026. Now, we're coming to the end of this one. I am mostly just happy that there is now a resolution for this problem. I can't think of many things worse than buying a brand new machine and then having the brand tell you you're not allowed to drive it because it could blow up. So hopefully Kawasaki has these parts available, and if you're an owner, you can get your H2 in there and get it fixed quickly and get back out there on the trails. And again, if you are an owner, I would love if you could reach out to me and let me know after the recall if your side-by-side feels the same because I'm very curious about that ECU tune, and I'll also reach out to Kawasaki independently and try to get more information on how they're going to retune the ECU. But for now, that's the end of this one, so please drop in the comments, let me know what you think of the recall. As always, don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, hit join, become a member of TK Power Sports, and then come right back here to the channel and see what we're testing next. See ya.